what The Rock is cooking.
No.
Doom. Well, you can't smell it. This is your boy JJ, the bad guy. You already know how it is. We got Javi over here, the good guy. We normally play good cop, bad cop. You know, I like being the villain. I think it's fun. Always remember Razor Ramon, one of our heroes.
I'm just big.
Bad times don't last. What?
So I'm big sexy then, right?
Yeah, no. Bad times don't last. But bad guys do. Let's go.
Dale.
But anyways, man, this is our crown jewel. Damn, I just lost a word, bro. I'm sorry. It's 12:45 a.m. and I'm like, this is a crown jewel reaction. There we go, bro.
See, over here it's 11:45 when you have champions winning in your city.
That's true. That's
just
true.
Saying,
I've been over here being, being the bad guy that I am, being the villain, just talking shit that the Phillies lost to the Astros and just making fun of a lot of Phillies fans that live near me. So yeah, even though I don't even like the Astros, I'm just a natural born troll. I guess that's what you want to call it. Is that what it's called?
I guess so. When you take your hat off, maybe.
They'll be like, just shut the fuck up, bro. Look, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. We're recording the video like this for the rest of the time. My wife is gonna see it and she's like, did you have your hair like that the whole time? I'm like, look.
Don't blame me.
I'm blaming Javi.
Javi said.
Yeah, I'm blaming Javi. But anyways, man, let's go ahead and jump right into it. We had a banger after banger after banger. We got another crown jewel reaction. Let's go. Starting off with Lesnar versus Brock. Wait, no. Lesnar versus Lashley. Damn, bro. And I haven't even drank my medicinal tea.
Just leave it at that, bro. Don't show your tea. Do not show your tea. Actually, you know what? Show your tea. Show your tea.
No, man. They don't want to see my tea bags. Yes. That's only in the games. Yo, apparently, talking about... Yo, before we jump right into it, bro, I'm sorry. One last thing. Apparently, if you teabag somebody, that's sexual harassment in a video game. Because it's not consent.
So if you kill him, it's murder?
That's what I said. Whenever you're playing Call of Duty or some shit. I'm just like, bro, cancel culture. Y'all getting ridiculous, bro. Y'all need to go outside and get some fresh air. Y'all need to get a life. Y'all need to do something, bro. Because this is, y'all soft. Y'all real soft.
Yep.
It's like they made you out of Pillsbury Doughboys or something. Like,
hey, it's your generation, not mine, bro.
Whoa, it's that generation after me. Nah. It's the ones that are like, we're gonna change the world. Anyways,
see, our generation actually changed the world. And did stuff.
Yeah, a bunch of mouth breathers.
We built all the shit you use. But anyways, that is true though.
We got y'all an iPhone, so shut the fuck up. Say no, we didn't. But anyways, Lashley versus Lesnar.
Yeah.
What do you think, man? This match was good. I thought it was a good match. I think Lesnar really got injured.
I don't think so. I think he just sold.
Played it off really good.
I think he just sold because, like we've said before, Lesnar can sell, and that's why it pisses me off when all these little guys can't sell. Talk about the guy. Even my daughter was like, "Why is he so red?" And I'm like, "That's him.
He's limping." Yeah, but no lie. Whenever he got hit in the knee, I think he ran into the steel step or some shit.
Yeah, but he probably just got it. It was just like a little sting. I don't think it was something that would literally take him out.
Shit out of it. Like dead ass, he was like limping, doing German suplexes with one leg.
Yeah, but it's not the first time. Like you remember that match with Goldberg that lasted like 3 minutes or something. Same thing. I mean, he sold his ass off. Like, he's really good at that. So even though he's somebody that is extremely dominant, that that you would almost expect them to be unbreakable. And the guy could sell, and that's why everybody should be able to sell. If Brock Lesnar can sell, you can sell too.
Yeah. Shout out to the big man that can sell.
Yeah. But honestly, I thought it was a decent match. It kind of went in a different direction than I thought it was. I thought it was just going to be like a banger. Like I thought they were going to go back and forth.
You said Bobby Lashley was going to win, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Bobby Lashley was going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because of
what? Yeah. So I was right.
Yeah,
Brock
I had
won.
Lashley winning. I had Lashley winning just because I thought they were going to give him a win against last time Lesnar won. So I thought it was going to be Lashley winning, and then at some point have a third match to decide who's the best big guy or whatever the hell it is. But they went with Lesnar. It was kind of a wonky finish though. It was just him and what happened? It was just kind of you're looking at the watch. I'm like,
hold on, man.
Well, anyways, what I was saying is that cause I thought it was going to be like so then they would have like a rubber match, a third match, to maybe Mania, maybe even Royal Rumble, but it didn't go that way. It was kind of a weird finish where you had kind of that 3 count, which it didn't really hurt Lashley because he didn't get his ass whooped because Lesnar was getting his ass whooped. Yeah, it was kind of weird.
But then Lashley, not to forget, Lashley ended up turning heel. That was a heel turn, which we've been calling for it because he's a better heel than a babyface, honestly. So
and plus the fact he's always been kind of like I've said before, the nice guy.
Yeah.
So he needs to change. Like he's a monster. Like he should be. You all right, bro?
Bro, I just almost had a fucking heart attack because my phone just fell in front of me and I got scared.
God damn it, bro.
Dude, I said, yo, what the fuck fell? And then it was my phone, bro, that fell forward.
The flying phone.
The flying beast.
Exactly. But honestly, I think, like I said, I do think it would be a good change. In fact, if he went back with maybe MVP or another mouthpiece, somebody to actually be his manager, I think he needs somebody. He should just be silent and have somebody talk for him. Yeah, that I think would be fantastic.
I think it was dumb that they destroyed the Hurt Business. I thought that was stupid.
Yeah, I mean. Well, honestly, I think they should have probably left Shelton Benjamin and maybe had somebody else because Cedric Alexander, I don't know,
he's always been
mid,
bottom of the pile.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very talented guy, but he's kind of like Ricochet all over again to a certain extent.
Excuse me.
Flippy guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, but what score do you give that match out of 5?
I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5. No. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah.
It wasn't entertaining me. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah. I'll give
I didn't like the finish, but I'll still give it a 3.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but I agree with you. It was kind of I would give it 2.5, 3. I'm leaning more towards 3 just because it was unexpected. Like they kind of went in a completely different route that what I thought they were going to do. So I'll actually give him a 3. It was better. It was a better match than I thought it was going to be. Even though I wanted like a hard hitting match, but hey, I mean
we got that to a certain extent. You know what I mean? But
bro, and the suplexes, Brock had a hard time doing the suplexes on Bobby. It's not like Ali or something like that. Like
that's a meaty man right there, bro.
Yeah, I was like, God dang, like
yeah, bro.
But hey, but it was good. Like you want to see Lesnar struggle a bit.
Yeah, it makes him look a little bit human. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially whenever he has been human, and like I told you, bro, he wasn't taking an L, like he wasn't gonna take a third straight L, or whatever. Yeah, no, third, right? No, fourth, because he lost that Crown Jewel, then he lost the Crown Jewel from last year, then he lost at Mania, then he lost at SummerSlam.
Yeah, because he lost all the ones against the Tribal Chief.
The head of the table. But anyways, moving on to Damage Control against Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Right before this match started, Alexa Bliss was getting interviewed next to Asuka, and there was a TV right next to Alexa Bliss. And the Wyatt 6 symbol just popped up on the TV, and she was like, kind of like mesmerized for a couple of seconds, and then she came back to normal type shit. So, yeah, so we are getting a sneak peek, not sneak peek, we're getting hints of Alexa Bliss joining Bray Wyatt again.
Yeah, it would make sense because right now, I actually want that to happen because I think
But it's
Asuka
crazy,
should
though,
be but I think Asuka should be a singles instead of
Oh,
a
yeah,
tag
yeah,
team.
definitely.
Especially with her, it doesn't work. There's no chemistry there. Everything just looks weird with them two. In fact, when I was watching the match, it's like just leave Io Sky and Asuka fighting because the other two were
They gotta
completely
go.
like a fish out of water. Like it really didn't work. I would
I
actually
like,
really appreciate if they
I
if they
like
did
Dakota Kai. I like her outside of the ring.
that. I used to like Dakota Kai, but now it's like I really don't. I don't know. Like I said, her work.
I think
is,
she's better singles. Also, it's like you're getting a lot of singles people to put them together. It's like, yes, you're supposed to get a couple out of singles people, but still not working right now.
No, not at all. Not at all. What do you? Oh, and then at the end of the match, you had Nikki Cross do her DDT,
Nikki
which actually
Cross!
looked really good.
Yeah,
It looked really good.
I like Nikki.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think Nikki's going to join Damage Control, or do you think she's just going to do her own thing?
I think
She's going to be the crazy little Spitfire, I guess.
I think that's what she's gonna be. She's always been that way. Now, the whole thing that kind of like throws like a curveball is, yes, Nikki Cross could potentially be one of the people that could join Wyatt Six or whatever the group is called. But also you got the Alexa Bliss history with The Fiend and Bray Wyatt. The only thing is, like, the last time that we saw them together, technically Alexa Bliss betrayed The Fiend.
Yeah, but that whole storyline, the last few months of Bray Wyatt's career in WWE last time was really weird. So
Well,
I
yes,
wouldn't even put that
but
in.
I don't know. To me, I think it does kind of like continue. I mean, it wouldn't be bad if she is in that group because, I mean, you still got her with Lily or whatever the fuck her name is, and then you still got her with the weird entrance and all that stuff, and she just seems a little bit off. So you still got her with those type of vibes. So it does make sense to, hey, get her in there. I don't think, yes, Nikki Cross is crazy. Like, that's the character that you're getting, like the vibes from the character.
Dark.
But she's not dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think she will be joining. I don't think if she joins, it will be a good thing. But or maybe it might work out. I don't know. At that point, I really don't know. So yeah. But the match, my rating for the match, because Damage Control ended up taking the dub and bringing back the titles back to Bayley, the queen of the table. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. And then I'm being nice. Trying.
Yeah, I actually give it a solid 1 because I was not entertained by the match. It seemed all disjointed. The only positive things was,
You know what? I'm gonna give it
when
a
you
1.5.
Yeah, the only positive was when you had Asuka against Io Sky. That's it.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
else
and
was-
that's
everything
why.
else. Bro,
That's why
it's
I
like
give it another 1.
it's like I don't know if you saw that move when Alexa Bliss was literally just rolling to get hit by I forgot the move, but I'm like, I just look at her rolling to
It
put
just-
herself into position.
yeah.
I'm like, this
It just
this
seems
looks really
like-
bad. It looked
yeah,
really
like-
really bad.
Like
it was
they don't have any
embarrassingly
chemistry. They don't have any
No,
chemistry.
not at all.
That's the thing. Like no
Not at all.
chemistry.
Not at all. And plus the fact it also, especially being her, being a veteran, if you're not in the right position, find a way to get there that doesn't look that fake, please.
Yeah.
Just for us, the fans, because I don't want to be taken out of the whole thing. I know it's predetermined. Cool. But I don't, it's like in the movie, all of a sudden, you see a dude with a Starbucks coffee cup or something like that in a Star Wars movie or in a Lord of the Rings. You don't want to see that. Like, you don't want to be taken out of the whole thing, and that kind of takes
Oh,
me out of the whole thing.
I was about to say, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
I just kidding.
No, you don't want to be taken out, like, brought
Yeah,
back to
yeah,
real
yeah.
life. It's like, come on, that's why you watch it. Because if not, I'll watch UFC.
That is
Simple as that, you know?
All right, so you give it that. You give it a 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Now the match that I am truly gonna give a 1 out of 5, and I'm not being a hater and not being a bad guy, is the next match, which was Drew versus Karrion Kross in a steel cage match. Some people liked it. Personally, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like it just because Karrion Kross sucks. He is pretty bad, and this is one of the things that we do want to talk about on a different episode. Like, Vince was right about this dude from the very beginning on not giving him the push that he initially everybody wanted. The dude is just mid. He is not the greatest person. Drew, it sucks that Drew McIntyre literally got put in a feud with him because Drew McIntyre is like 10 times better than this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And he's on a whole another level. He's not Roman Reigns level, but he's on another.
No, but he's a
level
main
compared-
eventer. Like,
yeah,
he's
a main
he
eventer.
can have a title, and he's believable.
They didn't even. This is not even in mid cards to me. Like, this match is not mid card at all.
No, it was terrible.
This is like
The whole thing was terrible.
And I want to be positive. Like, trust me, we want to be positive. But to me, to us, it wasn't It wasn't that good. And Drew
He's
won.
almost-
Drew won. So yeah,
Yeah, it's
which
like
is good. We predicted.
yeah. Honestly, I have the same opinion. It was very, very mid. Actually, no, worse than that. It was really bad. Karrion Kross is all presentation.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Once you see the presentation, the magic's gone. Because in the ring, and that's why I think they harmed Karrion Kross twice. One, they should have never brought him to the main roster in the first place. He should have stayed in NXT for at least probably a good extra year or so. And then once he was in NXT for a little bit, then bring him in the right way. But then it seems like Triple H is probably like, oh, let me show Vince that, oh, this guy's actually really good. Well, guess what? He wasn't ready. No. He shouldn't have been there in the first place. So that's the part that actually bothers me. The only positive thing about this is that hopefully it ends this weird feud, which I have no idea why it's a feud, other than, oh yeah, he was a chosen one or whatever it is. He said that, like a month ago? Because there's really no reason why he's after him. It's almost worse than Dexter Lumis. Huh?
It's been like 2 months.
Yeah, it's been way too long. Like, I really, the separate is, I don't care. Like, I don't give a damn about what.
I'm glad that people are acknowledging that, hey, he is mid. Like, Twitter is saying it. I had a buddy of mine that he was like, hey, man, like, Karrion Kross is mid. Like, he's not good. I'm like, dude, we told you that from the very beginning, and you wanted to argue about it. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. He's like, if you had a basketball team, he'd be Patrick Williams. I mean, that's who he would be. Mid. Simple as that.
That's a fact.
But we can't be negative, sorry.
Bulls Nation. I was going to say, and then keep in mind.
I give it a 0.5. Period.
0.5. Damn, man.
0.5
I'm going to give it a 1.
best.
I'm going to give it a 1.
I give it a 0.5. It doesn't even
Damn,
deserve
bro.
1.
We need some positivity here.
You know what? Let me give it a 1 just
matches.
because Drew put an effort.
Yeah, Drew did good.
Yeah.
He did what he could.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to the Judgment Day versus the OC. Bro, you put the PC on the notes.
They autocorrect. It's not my fault,
like,
bro.
Okay. But, yeah. And I caught it. I fucking caught it. You know why? Because we don't give out predictions. We give out spoilers.
That's true. Yeah.
Rhea interfered, and guess what? Judgment Day won. And then who pinned him? Who pinned him?
I honestly forgot who the build.
Who took the pin? Who took the pin?
I forgot completely about who the hell.
You said
wasn't it? AJ.
AJ took the pin.
AJ,
Yeah.
the coup de grace. God damn it. Bro, it's late. That's why.
and Finn Balor
Yeah.
beat him. Now, I
Yeah.
did say it was going to be Dominic.
Good thing it wasn't Dominic, but good thing it wasn't Dominic.
It's because
I'm glad.
Dominic was getting his ass whooped the whole match.
Yeah. I will tell you this. One thing that I will give him credit, their presentation looked pretty damn good.
I mean, yeah, Rhea Ripley looked dope with the hair.
Really good. Huh?
Rhea Ripley, she looked dope with the hair that she did. Like, she did a...
Yeah, it was different.
Well, she did it to... what the fuck was it? What was the word? To commemorate...
Commemorate who?
Beth Phoenix.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, I guess it's throwing a little hint out there of, like, maybe the next feud
They're going
or whatever.
to have a match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually Rhea should be in the women's division, but whatever.
Facts. But yeah, this match, it wasn't bad. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah, but, like I've said before, Judgment Day as starting out as a joke.
Yeah.
Now it's actually kind of credible and kind of a very being kindly to them, because I don't think they're like a really big threat, but they're looking pretty serious. The problem is when you have Dominic on your team,
It
makes
just
you look
takes
bad.
it. It's like having Hornswoggle on your squad.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
like Hornswoggle is your center in a starting 5 NBA game.
Exactly.
So
Or having P. Will as your power forward. Yeah, I'm salty about that. Super salty. But anyways, starting. But anyways,
Braun Strowman.
hey, wait, we didn't give the score. I didn't give the score.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So honestly, I'll give it a 3.5. Just presentation wise, it was good.
That's true.
The match. The only thing that I will say is, bro,
Be
Luke
positive.
Gallows' ass. Luke Gallows' ass.
What? Come on.
Luke Gallows. Carl Anderson is awesome, but Luke Gallows, he
Luke
looked better
Gallows has
than other
gotten
times.
better.
But
I keep in mind, like, this was the first time that they all wrestled together, so relax.
that's true.
So,
No, not who?
well, not with Finn Balor, but I think
AJ. Bro, they've wrestled for years together.
No, I'm talking about Luke Gallows wrestled Dominic for the first time, and then wrestled
That's true.
Damian Priest for the first time.
That is true. That is true. But it wasn't horrible. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like the worst match ever.
Be positive.
Okay, I'll be positive. Yeah, I'll give it a 3.5. 3.5 is good.
All right. Braun Strowman versus Omos. This was actually a good match. For what I was expecting that it was going to be, it was a good match.
Yeah. Omos looked way better than he's looked. Like, his improvement over the last 2 or 3 months has been way better. Like, he looks a million times. He almost looks credible. He's he's already better than Great Khali. So
anybody's better.
And he was champion. Well, but he was champion, bro. And in fact, he's even better than Braun Strowman when Braun Strowman started with the Wyatt family.
Damn.
And he looks more credible too, because he's a big MF, bro. Like, he's huge. He's massive. Yeah. So he, like, no matter what, even if he can't do a flip, he'll hit you with his paw and he'll literally knock you out. It's like a bear hitting you.
Now, just keep him off the microphone, please. Like, I don't want to listen, hear anything, not even him breathing.
Well, but that's why he has MVP.
Yeah,
so
no, but you could hear it whenever he was talking shit to Braun Strowman, and you could literally hear it from the camera, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up, bro. Just shut the fuck up. It's terrible.
Hey, man. Hey, I wouldn't even go that far, because John Cena used to do the same shit. And John Cena was a veteran, like 15 years. He's like, hip toss, hip toss.
What do you mean? Oh, whenever he would talk. Oh.
When he was calling the match, he's like, hip toss, suplex. And you're like, bro, come on, bro. Like, are you serious? Like,
yo, shut the fuck up, John.
Exactly.
We know it's like, fake, but damn.
Yeah, but it's like, fuck. You're like, next thing is, like, have a fucking paper. And,
no, you just see the whole script.
Bro. Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on now. Hip
But
toss.
Braun Strowman ended up defeating Omos on a pretty good match for big.
Which I called it.
Big meaty.
Which I called it.
You called it. I said that it was going to be Omos.
Yeah.
And So yeah, I was very confused about this match. I'm like, who the fuck? Who they gonna ruin? Was my biggest thing. Like, so yeah.
The sad part is, it was better than Drew against Karrion Kross. I would have never thought in a million years that was going to happen.
That's a fact.
Ever.
That's a fact.
I just thought it was going to be two dudes for 5 minutes and that's it. But they actually pulled it together. Like,
they ran.
Yeah.
There was fast movement.
They ran for a little bit. Fast movements for a little bit. But hey, at least it did it for a little bit.
For a little bit. That's all that matters. It was still better than the other match. I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah. Cool.
3 out of 5. For big man, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I'll give it a as an actual match, and there's a reason why I'm gonna say this. I'll give it a 3, but as a but for a big man match, I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
But it's a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, in reality. Now, one of the highlights of the night, the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes. This was a pretty good match. Before the match, they ended up Michael Cole ended up calling out that Jay had a messed up wrist that could potentially be broken. Quote
And that
unquote.
scared me.
And that scared me because I really thought that they were going to take an L.
Yep.
But it just goes to show that the Usos are just on a whole different level in the terms of tag team division.
Yeah, they're one of the greatest of all time, period.
Yeah, hands down. There is no doubt about it anymore. So I do believe that they're going to win on Friday whenever they fight against New Day.
They better.
Because it would be stupid if they just not break the record. Like, they've been so dominant. You've had them with both titles. Like, they have just been great. Like,
yeah, but what are you going to do that just to give a New Day the win? They've been going nowhere fast. So why are you going to even?
I'm still surprised.
Don't even entertain that.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that they gave them a match. They just say, "Oh yeah, we're going to give you a match because like to see if you can't break our record."
So somebody can take an L, and it has some storyline because they have had great matches before.
Yes.
Granted, you don't have Big E there, which probably Big E and Kofi would be way better.
Yeah.
But they have had really good matches. They have a great history together. I remember last few years. I mean, they've been going back and forth with the titles. So
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, and at least it's somebody you can give the Usos something to do for a little bit,
at least for a week.
Yeah, and you can have the New Day take 2 or 3 L's, and it's not going to hurt them because it's not like they're doing much right now.
True.
So now you're not going to. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say like the overall match was pretty good with the Brawling Brutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, and Ridge Holland had the shillelagh.
The shillelagh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple of years somebody's gonna be named that.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
I'm gonna buy one.
I'm gonna be like, damn, yo, I came up with that name. I should have trademarked that shit.
For real. No, but it was actually pretty good. I mean, it was hard hitting. Ridge Holland is actually way better than I've given him credit for. Pete Dunne, obviously, as always, it was
Pete
great.
Dunne is Pete Dunne, bro. Come on, man.
Bro, I love the part. And then I don't know if it was Michael Cole or Wade Barrett that said about Jay's wrist, and then when he's doing the whole thing of breaking his fingers,
yeah,
like I honestly wince, and that's when got him.
Yeah,
because I was emotionally invested in what they were doing.
I was like, please no.
Yeah, like I knew it wasn't real, but I was like, oh God, like no, don't do that. That's what I love about wrestling when they when they can actually play around with your emotions and get you to believe.
And the 1D of the top rope, like he ended up.
Beautiful.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody noticed this, and I just want to point this out there. Jey Uso literally did this super kick, this jumping super kick, with a shirt on his ankles.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the hell's
So
going on here?
I was like, yo, this man just jumped and super kicked him. Like the fact that he was able to jump and super kick him with a shirt around both of his ankles was impressive. And then the 1D from the top rope, bro.
Oh,
Who would have
beautiful,
thought,
beautiful,
man?
beautiful.
That was I
That
haven't.
and the ending to that match, it was very predictable, very Uso-like, but it couldn't have been any better. Like it was just perfect. It was just absolutely
At one point, I did thought because of the whole wrist situation, the one pinfall, that Jimmy Uso was outside of the ring. And I got scared because they did the white noise and whatever else.
The white noise by Ridge Holland, that was really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good and unexpected.
Yeah.
That was...
I thought that was going to be like, oh my God, they're about to lose. And then whenever he kicked out, I'm just like, let's go. Let's go. So...
no, it was honestly probably...
4.5 out of 5.
I give it I give it literally 4.5. I was thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. Way better than I thought it was going to be.
And if they give him more time, they can definitely have a 5-star match.
You know what? Honestly, I wouldn't even give him more time. I think it's just enough, so you can have a series of matches. I'd rather have 2 or 3 really good matches instead of having one classic to a certain extent.
One
I think. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Brawling Brutes are fantastic.
Yeah.
Like 3 months ago, would you have ever thought that
nah, we were
this was going to
saying,
be a thing? Hell no.
Pete Dunne is good. The other guy, he's
Sucks.
meh.
Exactly.
So I don't know where this is going.
Doing phenomenal work. So,
Excuse me. Yeah.
applause for you. Slow clap.
Wow. So much enthusiasm behind that.
It's respect. It's respect, sir.
Acknowledgement.
Exactly.
Now Bianca versus Bailey.
That one left me scratching my head.
I was fucking disappointed by this match.
Yeah, it was weird. I think one thing is, I think they tried to do too much, and they're not used to it. For example, like that, the spot that Bianca, I think she almost power bombed or did something to Bailey and didn't break the table, and then she went back and tried to power bomb her.
Bro,
I thought her back. I was like, oh my God, that looked bad. That looked really, really bad.
Yeah,
like I feel bad for Bailey.
Her,
I was like,
yeah.
Like there's way too many spots there that looked like somebody got hurt for real.
And bro, this is why
cool.
I've been saying that I've been feeling like Bianca should lose the title because she is the one that's been having those spots in the matches, and it kind of sucks because Bailey is great. She has good chemistry. Like we have said before, we're gonna do our Puerto Rican saying or whatever you want to call it. Ella como el arroz blanco. She's like white rice, bro. She goes with everything.
She makes it work.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Now the EST, I don't hate her. I do like the EST.
She's fantastic. I love her too. She's awesome.
But they don't have the chemistry together.
Well, and another thing is, I don't think she has the experience yet to be able to pull that kind of match out. Because right now, she's been in the WWE system for probably 5-6 years or so. Yeah. Bailey's been wrestling for like 15 years already. It's like
it's been a while.
You give that kind of match to like a Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, even a Natty for that matter. People that have been around for a long ass time. Not her and I almost feel bad for her too because she shouldn't be put in that position in the first place. And then guess what? Can you imagine she actually injures Bailey? She's going to feel like shit. That's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not her fault.
I legit thought Bailey got hurt on the ramp.
Yeah. That too.
She just played it off amazingly. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a
who knows? She probably got stung pretty bad because it looked like gravity's gravity and metal's metal.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's going to hurt like a mother.
That shit is going to hurt, bro.
Yeah, like there's a few times where I was telling my wife, I was like, oh, that hurt. I'm like, bro, like, no, like that doesn't work. Yeah. And Bianca is phenomenal in the ring as long as she has a formula. It's not like do something on the spot. It's not like I said, like Bayley that can pull shit off. She's just extremely athletic. She's good at what she does. I like her. I think she's a great role model and everything. But I don't think she should be put in this position. It's not her fault. Yeah. They put her in a bad spot. So and if I'm thinking that as a fan,
down to the booking, yeah.
Yeah, but why the hell is Triple H or whomever the hell is booking this? Why are they doing that to them? And then they're putting Bayley at risk too, and she just came back from an injury.
Yeah, and she
could you imagine Bayley? No, but can you imagine Bayley gets hurt again? Come on, man! Yeah, like it's like she's like Lonzo Ball or some shit like that, you know?
Shout out Bulls Nation.
Yep. Hey, we love the Bulls, man.
But yeah, man, I completely agree with you. There's nothing against either or. It's more about the booking, and yeah, man, like her driving, bro. I cringed so much. I cringe so much whenever I see Bayley pulling up on the cart. She pulling up, she riding dirty and shit.
Bro, right? It's like slow as fuck.
And then it's just slow as fuck. I'm like, this shit is going like less than 5 miles per hour. This looks stupid. So I'm like, is she going to run her over? And then literally the EST, she just gets up.
It's like...
and then Bayley just hits the brakes. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? And then on top of that, then you're going to have the spot on top of the roof of the car.
I didn't understand it.
Which I already knew that, hey, yeah, bro, you're putting a lot of weight on there. No offense against either or. It's like, that shit is not meant for that. Yeah, that shit is not meant for that. And literally 5 seconds
after you could put Dakota Kai on that thing and it'll still bend.
Facts. Like literally, it just said, and it just broke. So, whenever Bianca was just driving, she was riding dirty down the ramp. And then Bayley's just
super
holding
slow.
on.
It's like 2 miles an hour. She would have been better off if she would have ran.
What is going on? Hit the brakes hard, and I bet you Bayley still would have never fell off, bro.
Exactly. I was thinking the same exact thing. I was like, oh, she's just gonna hit the brakes and boom. But no, she wasn't even going fast enough.
She just said, "Don't worry, your Uber has arrived."
Bro, that was horrible. That was terrible. And then to make it even worse. Michael Cole's like, oh yeah, this is DUI, driving while insane. I'm just looking. I'm like,
yo, Michael Cole, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, come on now. Like, I understand Vince used to scream in your ear and stuff like that. Triple H gives you a little bit more liberty, but you gotta shut up, bro. Like, stop. Like, you're really showing your age. You're really showing your age. Driving while insane. I'm like, just let Barrett talk. Seriously.
That's like, shut up. This.
Yeah, but this match was very disappointing. Oh, and then two things I forgot. One, that spot where you have Bianca inside the steps, where I'm like, why does she just roll under the ring and pop up on the other side?
Oh yeah.
Everybody else has done that for literally more than 100 years.
Yeah,
and she can't do that. I'm like, all right, cool. And I know it was to set up a spot, but come on, it took you like 5 minutes to set the whole thing up. That takes away from it. Now the spot when Bayley did hit her with the steps, or at least it looked like it. It was kind of like we knew that it wasn't going to hurt her, but it sounded so hard that I was like, like you kind of cringed a bit, and I was like, that was actually good. But honestly, I and then the whole thing with the ladder sandwich, that even Michael Cole was like, ladder sandwich. I'm like, dude, like, bro.
You're talking about like to finish the match, right?
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah, that I was just like, Bayley, what the fuck, man? Just roll over. Just roll.
She's like, roll and that's the thing. Like it wasn't even like there's any pressure on her.
No, it's just there.
It's just there.
It's just literally there. I'm just like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, and it's not like it's a fucking lead ladder or something like that.
It bothers
cheap
me.
aluminum.
This shit is made
maybe
out of
wood.
Cardboard.
Huh? Cardboard.
That shit is made out of cardboard.
And I'm like, Yeah,
It just bothers
that didn't
me,
look good.
this whole last man standing matches, that lately, since the past couple of years, for some apparent reason, every fucking last man standing match, it ends with somebody either stuck underneath something or something on top of them. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, why can't it just be somebody gets knocked the fuck out and that's it?
Yeah. Well, the last good last man standing match I watched was Stone Cold against Triple H, and that was ages ago.
Yeah, that was.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it.
man,
Because
you're
everything
showing
else
your
is.
time, bro.
I was
showing
2
your
years
age,
old
my
when I
bad.
saw that.
Motherfucker, you 45.
I was way
Say
past
nah,
drinking
fine.
age at that time. But anyways, hey, at least back home.
Yeah. All right, man. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo once again. And
Why?
gets interrupted by Uncle Howdy, telling him that he's a liar again. That he needs to tell them the truth. That he needs to expose himself. Wait, hold up. Pause.
Might get canceled.
My bad. That he needs to show them who he really is and stop hiding underneath the mask. And that's it. The coolest part about this whole segment was the fucking drones in the sky with
by
the
far.
Wyatt Six.
Which by the
That
way,
was it.
hey, credit
Shout
to
out to
the
the people that-
Saudis,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Those drones, the Bianca one was amazing. The one with the lips and the ponytail moving. I was like,
Yeah.
that was legit,
The Roman versus Logan was cool too. It looked like two fucking Greek gods.
bro. It looked like
facing
Hercules,
each
the
other.
Disney version and the Rock version.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it looked like, just like that, for real.
That's what it did. I was like, I've seen that before
Exactly.
in my childhood.
Hey, shout out to my wife. That was her. She
Yo,
was
that,
like,
it did look like that. I was like, huh. But yeah. Oh wait, by the way, what was the match for the Bianca? What was the rating for the match?
oh, that one.
I'm gonna give it a 2 because Bailey is in it and she still looks beautiful.
Bro, honestly, I'll give it a 1 just because it was sloppy.
Give it a
It was
2.
super sloppy. 1.
The thing that I'm gonna give a 1, matter of fact, a half, is gonna be this Bray Wyatt promo because I'm
No, the
getting
Bray Wyatt
sick and
promo,
tired
I'm
of this
still
shit.
trying to figure out why the fuck he was there. Because honestly, I have no idea. I thought it was going to be like a reveal or something. He was going to get involved in a match. Nothing. He was just there.
Yeah,
And
like
it's
I said,
exactly
like
the
I
same.
thought he was gonna get involved in that Karrion Cross match.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't going to be one of these things where like, oh yeah, there he goes talking again about thank you and stuff like that. We even spoke about that the other day. Guess what he does? The same shit. It's like it's starting to get boring already. Like he needs to do something, and I don't mean necessarily in the ring, but at least bring somebody in. The
I
whole
really
Uncle
thought
Howdy, show the family, show something.
Show the Sesame Street people, like, yo,
Somebody,
like, literally.
somebody.
I thought Uncle Howdy was gonna come out, or I thought somebody was gonna fucking pop up in the ring at one point, and I'm just like, yeah. No, commercial break. Okay, I guess.
Trash. Like it was
Why was he
honestly,
there?
it was trash.
I don't know, but
Like you're gonna fly this man all the way to Saudi because it's not like he's going from fucking Florida to New York. He's going to fucking Saudi Arabia to do something that would have worked better on tape.
Whole different day, a whole different time zone.
To do the same fucking promo he did on SmackDown 2 weeks ago.
Whoa, that was last week.
Well, I'll take like 10 days ago if you're gonna be specific, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I don't know. But anyways,
I'm like, come on, bro. Like, I was expecting a lot more. There really was no rhyme or reason for Bray to be there. No. He shouldn't have even been there. He no company un carajo.
No,
like he shouldn't have been there. So I think it cheapened his character.
I did.
Yeah, because then you see him yet again, and you're like, it's like,
are you gonna do something?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, you have a little kid, they kill the frog, and they're like, start poking it. Do something. Do something. Same shit.
Do something.
That's what I feel like right now. Like, he's a dead frog. I'm like, do something, bro. Do something.
You expected him to jump, like, bro.
Yeah, and he's just there.
RIP.
Well,
No.
you know, him and his breathing. Bro, he's breathing almost as bad as Kenny Omega is.
Bro, fucks. He's
Yeah.
breathing almost as bad as my used to be USB mics that I used to breathe hard on.
I think the reason is because he may have almost signed with AEW.
Maybe.
Mouth
So
breather.
he was getting accustomed to those type of promos and breathing through his mouth and all that stuff.
Yeah, that custom daytime CPAP machine.
But anyways, moving on to the main event of the night of our day. The head of the table, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, versus the YouTuber, the boxer, the professional boxer, because that's what they called him. The professional boxer that's 2-0, or whatever you want to call it. Logan Paul from El Dorado, Puerto Rico, puñeta.
Ay, gallito Puerto Rico.
I throw it there, but
Not really.
He is not Puerto Rican, bro. He's not.
Ese cabrón no tiene ni una mancha papita frita.
Look, I'm
Olvídate la
never
mancha
gonna claim
plata.
him. Nah,
Fuck
bro.
him.
I'm never claiming him as Puerto Rican. On top of that, he was talking bad about Bad Bunny, too.
Actually, that I kind of agree with him.
No.
I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but fucking I agree with him.
it. It has nothing.
agree
We're
with
not
him.
gonna talk about that. Shut the fuck up.
anyways.
But anyway, so
Mira,
then,
cabrón. Pa'l carajo.
so then, Roman Reigns for the champion. Versus Logan Paul for the undisputed Universal World Heavyweight Champion. Look, man, I'm gonna talk because this is my boy Roman. This is my head of the table. This is my tribal chief, and I acknowledge him. I acknowledge you, tribal chief. But anyways, look, man, this match was good. This match was good. It was going to become a great match. You had the spots. You had Logan Paul jumping from the fucking turnbuckle to the outside of the table. You had him. You had the what the hell? What is that called? The
Frog splash?
No, the lariat. What is it called?
Yeah, the lariat. Which
The spot.
I have my
with
own.
that.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Where he did what Hangman Page does, the buckshot lariat. Basically.
Yeah. So that was dope. Now Roman Reigns spots whenever his
Didn't look like
bro
it, but that's okay.
his 2.5 count falls are fucking the best ones that you can find right now. Like, they are amazing. His rock bottom. Yeah. The spot whenever Logan Paul jumped from the top of the rope, and then Roman just caught him with the right hand and just caught him there. That was great too.
That Kane type punch.
Yeah.
Bro, that.
I mean, he always does that shit. Yeah,
Bro,
always.
No, but
he does
that's
the
even better
best.
than the Superman punch. That's always perfect. He does it even better than Kane, in my opinion.
He does.
It's just spot
Cabrón
on,
te da
man.
aquí.
It looks good. It looks really great.
Yeah. Then you had the spots whenever he's talking shit on Roman is talking shit on the camera, but then on top of that, so he's a heel, he's gonna talk shit on the camera, but then for some reason Logan Paul is talking shit, even though he's the babyface, quote unquote. But that motherfucker is really a natural born heel. Okay, so
Nobody
stop
really
playing
likes
with us.
him.
Yeah. So then apparently Twitter after this match ended up loving him. So don't get me wrong, I give him all the credits that he deserved. He is an exceptional athlete. He is, for a third time wrestling, awesome at that, entertaining and things like that. Yes, still not on the same level as Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns is on God mode. Way different. You know what I mean? And the one thing that like, this is going to be the one thing that I didn't like about it, and a lot of people that I've been arguing with on Twitter is not understanding. The point is, like, bro, Roman Reigns hasn't been pinned for over, what is it, 1,000 days? Or
It was
1,100 days?
Something like that. Which I saw that today before the pay-per-view, because day job was I couldn't actually watch it live, and I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, did it already happen? And I was like, I looked at the time, I was like, no, it's too early.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it was something like that.
Still over a thousand days.
Even though the whole thing of not being pinned, who gives a shit if you lost by pin or by submission? But
Yeah.
anyways.
But still, so he's going on 800 days with the undisputed Universal Champion,
That's
whatever
more
you want to
important.
call it.
Way more important.
That's way more important. Correct. Now, I personally think that Logan Paul, yes, he showed off. Yes, that was great. And yes, you're showing that he could potentially be a good wrestler in the future for as your like mid card or maybe heavyweight if you get rid of the heavyweight. I don't know. But however, they're on two different levels. Like, yes, Logan Paul technically, quote unquote, is on God mode whenever it comes to social media, celebrity, YouTuber, and things like that. Yes, nobody's gonna get up there with him except a few. But however, in the wrestling world, Roman Reigns is up here. Logan Paul is technically right here. You know what I mean? And with that match, you just made him look like he can just literally hang with anybody. And hang with Roman Reigns. And to me, that's my problem with it. Like, I felt like, yo, okay, so great, you got your offense in. To me, it felt like there was too much offense on Logan's part. And a lot of selling by Roman Reigns. And don't get me wrong, Roman Reigns is probably one of the best big guys that can sell the fuck out of moves and things like that, and can tell a storyline like how we always tell. Yeah. The
awesome.
storytelling
They're
in
fantastic.
wrestling is crazy, and he does it so beautifully, man. Now that's one of my biggest issue. Just him. Just getting way too much offense. Like I understand you're doing it like WWE is. I understand what they're doing. They're doing it for the money because it's a lot of money that they put into this, especially Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns. Now, number two, the one thing that I didn't like, the second thing that I didn't like, that I fucking hated, and this is why I won't give it a 5-star match because it was not a 5-star match. Like y'all throwing 5-star matches out here like it's.
And I'll go in my rant in a little bit. I'm just because it's simmering.
Yeah, like this was not a 5-star match. A 5-star match was Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. Whenever Daniel Bryan retired, like Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles, that was a 5-star match. Roman Reigns versus Cesaro, you can put that as a 5-star match and argue about it.
And Triple H, I mean, fantastic.
Yeah, you can put him Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso inside the Hell in a Cell. Fucking amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this, a fucking 5-star match, bro. Just because it has some hot spots from jumping from the turnbuckle and things like that. I know, you're boiling. I know.
No, I gotta say,
but I need to get it out of my chest. Like, dude, like this was not a 5-star match. It was a good match. Don't get me wrong. I will give it a 4 out of 5 just because of all the spots, just all the highlights. But still, I could have given it a 4.5, not a 5. You know what I mean? Just a 4.5 because of the fact that yes, Logan Paul did an amazing job for it being his third match. Roman Reigns did an amazing job on selling all the moves and being able to tell a story with it, because the story that he was telling was pretty much that he was the cocky, arrogant heel coming into the match, not believing anybody else that hey, the other guy does have a shot. You know what I mean? And he just got proved that hey, yeah, there was a chance or whatever. You know what I mean? But the fact that everybody had to fucking get involved in this match was pointless. And this is why
I absolutely hate
and that's what bothered me the most.
It ruined the match.
It ruined the match. To me, it did. It bothered me the most. And like, yo, and I know why they did it. They did it specifically only for the money.
So that you have Solo against Jake Paul, whatever, which I could give a rat's ass about. Honestly, if it compromises the story,
and then you're gonna have the two fucking scrubs that are in the YouTube channel with Logan Paul. Just get involved,
bro, especially the guy with the dark hair, que era medio gordito, cayó como un saco de mierda en el piso. I was like, bro,
yeah,
like, I mean, he just plopped. I was like, God damn.
And I was
Sorry,
glad.
right?
Like, look, I was literally glad that they got their asses whooped. However, I didn't want it to see that while
They
the
shouldn't
match
have
is
been there
going
in the
on.
first place. They shouldn't have
Yeah,
ever been
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Because at one point I'm trying to figure out who the hell are these guys, and then when they're like, oh yeah, they're the guys from Impulsive. Why are they even in there?
Yeah.
It just makes absolutely no sense. But anyways, let me go on my little rant. First and foremost, I do think with this match, I'm not a fan of John Cena's either, but I do think with this match, Roman Reigns did pass John Cena as a wrestler. Why? He was a ring general.
Fuck yeah.
I have never seen this out of Roman Reigns. Normally, I'm used to Roman Reigns being the guy that follows. I'm used to seeing him, like you were saying earlier, against AJ Styles, which you know that AJ is gonna run the match. As Danny Bryan, he's gonna be the one calling the match. But in this case, and we saw it, there was even one spot where Roman's kind of holding him in a headlock, and he's kind of telling Logan, whatever, what to do, and he's kind of pulling him, and Logan's kind of pulling him apart, and Roman's like, hey, bro, like, no, this is what we're going to do, and then it worked. Yeah. I'm like, that's a ring general. It worked. That was fine. So I do think that this does put him, at least in terms of skill, it does put him above John Cena in terms of all-time greats. The one thing I hated, well, amongst a few things, one, there was, like you said, way too much offense by Logan. There should have never been this much offense. He's a guy that, yes, he can pull a spot off. Why? Because he's very athletic, and I'll give him all the credit in the world. Because there's guys in NXT that can't do half of the shit he does.
Yeah.
But then again, it's very different in terms of hitting a spot than actually putting together a match. It's a completely different story.
Yeah.
Like, every time you saw him, it looked great. What he did looked really good, but did it mean something? Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. And that's my biggest problem with the thing.
And we're not hating on the dude. And I'm just saying.
No.
I just want to throw that out there. We're not hating on the dude.
Hey, honestly, if it comes down to my expectations, the match gets 10 out of 5. Because the guy did amazing. Like, the guy is phenomenal. But in terms of, like, what people are saying,
wrestling,
he has one of the greatest matches of all time. No. Come on now. Because it wasn't really credible. Then now, in a weird way, it looks like Roman isn't that strong. So you're going to tell me. So you're going to tell me. So you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me, Brock fucking Lesnar. I don't care if there's a fucking tractor, if there's a tank, if there's a plane, if there's a fucking UFO. You're going to tell me that Brock Lesnar can't beat Roman Reigns when literally Logan Paul, not Anderson Silva, not Drew McIntyre, fucking Logan Paul, which when he did that buckshot lariat, it looked good, but he's still too thin to be able to pull it off and look credible. Do you really think that that Brock Lesnar cannot beat Roman Reigns? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because it seems like there was a better chance of Logan Paul beating Roman Reigns than there was Brock Lesnar. And that to me makes no sense. If you would have told me AJ Styles, maybe a little smaller guy, right? Miz,
but with a lot of experience
kind of
and all that shit.
Yep, he has experience, but in terms of physically, forget about experience, just physically. Come on now, like no, it makes no sense at all. So then that means Omos would beat him.
Fuck.
With that logic?
Yeah.
Really? For real? Like, and that's my biggest problem with it. Like, it almost seems like it doesn't make sense. And I know they did it for the entertainment value, and it kind of worked to a certain extent.
Yeah.
They made money. It was great. Now, and like you're saying, the whole thing with Jake Paul, I do hope that Solo does whoop his ass. For real, like in real life. Because that dude has a punchable face. Because Logan Paul has a punchable face, but his brother takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to see somebody bash his head against the wall.
I really thought I really thought Solo was about to come down the ramp and just fucking super kick the shit out of him.
And I loved how he looked, bro, because he looked like he was ready to go.
He looked like
looked
Umaga, bro. He looked
like Umaga or Samoa Joe in his most brutal moments. Like he looked like he's like, all right, come on, let's go. Like in fact, he wasn't even talking. He was like,
"What's up?" Like his presence said it all, bro. And that's the one thing about Solo, bro. Solo is gonna be good,
really
man.
great.
Solo,
he's their enforcer.
He's
an enforcer. I mean, that's it. I mean, he's just there to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of bubblegum. So that's his deal. You know, he looked fantastic. But like I said, but going back to the whole thing of Logan Paul and Roman Reigns, they gave him way too much offense, but Roman Reigns did prove himself to be a great ring general. I think he did a phenomenal job there.
Which maybe that's where they were going with it. But to me, it's still like, no, you were just going for the money. And you get on Twitter and everybody's just hyping up this match because of Logan Paul's performance. And like, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. However, like, you need to see the bigger picture here. Like, fuck the jumping off the third rope to the outside. We already saw that in SummerSlam.
Cool.
Fuck the buckshot lariat. Like, screw all that stuff. You need to see the bigger picture of what is really going on here. You're just pretty much putting that anybody from a different fucking sport can just come in here and hang with the biggest guy that has literally historic wise is on another fucking level compared to anybody that has done it in the past 10 years. Come on, man. That's the one thing that bothered me.
Makes no sense. So right now, if obviously kayfabe, like going by storyline, then everybody should be in the like right now. Ali could technically beat him.
Yeah.
Like really, and if Ali beats him, it should look credible.
And all jokes aside,
Logan took him to the limit.
I think I only saw 2 people on Twitter saying that, hey man, like this match was great on Roman Reigns' part, like being the in-ring general, that like it showed that he was that, you know what I mean? And on top of that, I saw the like people saying like, hey man, like it's amazing how Roman Reigns was able to tell a story about all of this stuff. No, you guys are just fucking hyping up like Logan Paul jumping off the fucking third rope and doing all this and doing all that, bro. Like, let's be real here. If Logan Paul doesn't have a really good dance partner, he wouldn't be doing all this stuff. And there's nothing to hate on that. It's just the fact that it just goes to show that Roman Reigns is on a whole nother level compared to everybody else. That's why whenever Logan Paul had his first singles match, he had it against The Miz. And The Miz is a great dance partner, especially in the ring.
Yeah, he's experienced. He's
you
been
know what
around
I mean?
forever.
Yeah, like you couldn't put him with anybody else. Like the only other people that you probably could have put him in to be able to tell a story and all that stuff would have been definitely Roman Reigns, The Miz, AJ Styles, and Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah, Seth Rollins.
You know what I mean?
But the best right now.
Yeah, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, that was the one thing that I didn't like about the match. Like, people are misunderstanding, like, oh, you're just being a hater of Logan Paul. No, it has nothing to do with Logan Paul. It's just the fact of how WWE booked the match.
Booking. Exactly.
Yeah, the booking.
It's about Triple H more than Logan Paul.
Correct.
When you really look at
it. They specifically did it, and literally all the shit talking that they did throughout the whole match between Roman Reigns and Logan Paul, it literally just opened the doors for fucking YouTubers to come into the WWE, yes, to bring their viewers, because that's what you guys are hungry for, to bring their viewers and things like that. And that's fine, because
I would love to see what the numbers are in terms of how many people watched it last year compared to this year, and that there's an influence by YouTube. Because I can guarantee most of the people that are watching Logan Paul jumping off a goddamn bridge,
nobody fucking gives a shit about
They're not the same people that are watching him wrestle.
Correct.
It may be a curiosity for like 5 minutes. They're not going to go in and subscribe to Peacock because they're lazy as fuck anyways. They're not going to go in and subscribe to Peacock to go see Logan Paul. They might watch the YouTube clip.
Yeah, and that's about it. They'll see it on Twitter.
But they'll never go to a show. They'll never buy a T-shirt, right?
No, like it just it's like what are you really doing it for?
Exactly.
And like I was saying, that you're opening the doors for somebody like, for example, Roman Reigns called out KSI, called out Mr. Beast.
Yeah, he was saying that. I'm like, come on, man. Like, who's next? Ryan's Toys review. I hate you, Ryan. Like, bro, come on now. Like stupid.
Like let's be real, bro.
That shouldn't
Beast,
have ever been done. Period.
Mr. Beast gets in the fucking ring with Roman Reigns. First of all, that man is not gonna get in the ring. He's not even gonna go down the ramp. He's not even gonna touch in fucking WWE arena. Because
hey man, well, one thing is at least he gives us hope. People that are out of shape. That is a good thing.
Out of shape? That man looks like he's never even fucking been in the gym his whole life. He looks like he never even
never
played
been
a
to
single
PE class. Period.
I'm pretty sure he was the last guy that got picked every fucking gym class.
In every sport.
In every sport. And no offense to you guys, like to the guys that are like that. You know what I mean? No offense to that. But you're opening the door. You're opening the door to being able to, for somebody like that, to
Mike
be
Tyson
able to have a chance. It's like, dude, I get it if this was a fucking Disney movie.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, I get it if it was like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like the smallest guy is gonna take out Goliath. This used to work with guys like Daniel Bryan.
Because Daniel Bryan was a special guy.
Correct.
It's not everybody is not Daniel Bryan. Just because you're little doesn't
fucking
mean
YouTubers.
Exactly.
So does that mean I have a chance to go in the ring with Roman Reigns?
Hey,
No.
Man. Could be. Hey man, next week you should watch Raw or SmackDown because we're probably going to be the jobbers there against Braun Strowman or something.
Yo, that shit will suck.
Could happen.
But yeah, man. It's I'm gonna give the match, like I said, I'm gonna give it a 4. No, I'm not gonna give it the half because I'm gonna give it a 4. Now, I would have gave it a 4.5 if there wasn't any interruptions. And yes, I am thankful, and I thank God, I thank Triple H for the fact that fucking Roman Reigns actually won without cheating or whatever. Like, he didn't need it to get somebody involved with Logan Paul too.
There were distractions though,
but there was
so
too many distractions. So
weird,
it's like, but
I wouldn't count that as a clean win necessarily.
It's just like, dude, why are you doing this? Why? Like, why? Like,
work.
literally, Logan Paul didn't need to be. He didn't need it to be protected if he lost.
No.
Logan Paul's already made, especially from YouTube and things like that. You didn't need to fucking protect him if he lost. It just doesn't make fucking sense. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. I get it. It's about the money. And I know you want that money and things like that. But, bro, make it make sense. You could have had... If it's about the money, then fucking put him... Logan Paul, put him against somebody else. I don't know. Maybe Seth Rollins, that's not carrying the company. Put him maybe against Brock Lesnar. No, that probably would have never worked out. But...
And Brock would have gone into business for himself. He whooped his ass for real. He's like, really? All right, let's go.
Oh, you want me to sell for you? How many matches you've had? He would have laughed in his face, bro. Straight up. But
you know what the sad part is?
What?
He would have laughed in his face that day in the ring. And Logan Paul would have been like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. You got the wrong business, buddy. But, yeah, man, it would have been a whole different story. But I'm really hoping that we don't get Jake Paul versus Solo. I'm really hoping that nobody else.
It's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen.
I'm really hoping that nobody else from YouTube gets involved. Like, nobody else. KSI, none of those neighbors come out of nowhere. Like, I'm really hoping that shit doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Because, so you're going to have the motherfucker with lo-fi music. Lo-fi music for studying. He's going to be in the ring next.
Damn, bro. That's my channel. I subscribe to that shit.
Hey, your boy would be there.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
He'll be there. Isn't he Eddie Kingston anyways?
Yo, facts.
Just saying. But anyways.
But yeah, man, like, it was, yeah. I love the emotional part of Roman Reigns showing the emotions and things like that and how he was able.
That was kind of weird.
Like
That was
what?
kind of weird. I
Like
I
after the
thought he was
match?
legit hurt because he kept on like his ear, and it was like mid match. It wasn't like just the end. I honestly think that he may have been hit in the ear or something, and that it may have hurt him. Because at one point he was literally crying. And I was like, either he deserves an
crying.
Oscar
When?
or he was legitimately hurt.
When?
Yeah, there was one point where he's like not crying, like bawling, but
Yeah.
he was like his eyes were watery and everything, and that's why. And my wife was saying the same thing, and that she was the one that kind of pointed it out. She's like, it looks like he's crying for real, like it's something hurt him for real. So, and that's the only thing that kind of worries me, that it's like something like inner ear or something like that, because that could really put you out of commission for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then even when he was leaving the ring, he looked uncomfortable. It wasn't the normal Roman Reigns, like, oh yeah, you beat me. And because he was trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm the tribal chief. But then it kind of like, it almost seems like something was pulling him back, like something's hurting. And that's the only thing that, hey, it could have been just a great job of selling, which I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so. But it may be a little uncomfortable. It's kind of like when Daniel Bryan fakes a concussion, where you're like, wait a minute, is that real or what the fuck is going on?
Like,
so
I mean,
the same
whenever
thing where you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Not so much like about the story. It's like you don't feel right.
he did show his emotions, like whenever he was like talking to Paul Heyman and then like leaning towards the belts, and then after that he started like, you know what I mean, like pumping up, like, bro, you can't, like, yeah, I tried everything, you couldn't beat me, or whatever he said, because you couldn't really hear it. But yeah, that's whenever he showed the most emotion. I don't think he was hurt. I think it was all part of the booking, just because he played off the fact that, damn man, I might have underestimated him, and you know what I mean. And this is what happened. Maybe he'll learn, like, okay, I shouldn't underestimate people again. You know what I mean? Because he was doing it a lot. But
Bro, at this point,
I don't know.
being the champion for over 2 years, he's learning now, I shouldn't underestimate people. Bro.
True, but come on, man. Like,
It makes him look super weak.
yeah,
Extremely weak. And that's the part that kind of scares me, because then it's like I said again earlier, then that means Ali could beat him, or Drew McIntyre could easily. In fact, Drew McIntyre should beat him in like 3 minutes, if that's the case.
yeah,
Brock Lesnar should just breathe on him and beat him.
yeah.
So
I don't know, but definitely it was the whole pay-per-view, I was able to watch it live. It I thought Crown Jewel from last year was better, and on top of that, Clash at the Castle was 10 times better than Crown Jewel.
and it was only like 5 matches, and it was like 2 hours and a half long or something. It was
Correct.
right to the point, concentrated. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when I had COVID.
Other than that, I'll give it probably like a 2.5.
2.5? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 4 out of 5, which is a lot for me. But if you're gonna,
I'll give it a 3.
No, but if you're, you give it a 2.
Shut the fuck
So
up.
you give it a 2.
1.5.
Just said.
So yeah.
Okay. So give it a 2 then. Two's fair. But then if I'm looking at Logan Paul's experience and everything, I mean, I would definitely give it a 5-star if that was the case. But like we're looking at reality, I'll give it a 4 because the emotion was there and everything. They were very close to a perfect match. The problem is when you had Jake Paul show up, that kind of fucked up everything. I can't stand him almost as much as I can't stand Jake from State Farm. So the same thing. Like, he just popped up, and I'm like, why is he here? Like, why? And then the whole thing of bringing all these people in, like you said earlier, that bothered me. Also, too much offense by Logan Paul.
Oh wait, hold on. Bro, you grading the match or you grading the?
No, I'm grading the match.
Oh, my fault, bro. I was grading the pay-per-view. I apologize,
Bruh.
bro. I fucked up. Yeah,
okay.
the match I gave it a 4. The match I gave it a 4. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But
No,
the pay-per-view was a 3.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said, it was an actual 4 for that match. In terms of the pay-per-view, I give it a 2. It did not meet my expectations. Like it wasn't.
Too much hype.
Was I entertained? Yes, but I could have just put on SmackDown. It would have been the same shit. Like it really didn't entertain me anymore.
Yeah.
So
The Bloodline storyline would have been more entertaining. Like, let's be
yeah,
real.
I mean the drones were cool. For you to really go into say the truth, the drones were cool. Other than that, nothing else of significance happened. Nothing else that I cared about really happened.
True.
Which
Now,
is then again what remember what we said last time. It's kind of like a super show where nothing really big happens.
yeah,
Well, this
normally that's
is,
what that
by
shit is.
definition is what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, before we go, we do want to say, like, Logan Paul, apparently halfway through the match, he ended up fucking up his knee. Apparently, he torn his meniscus, MCL, and possibly, for sure, his ACL also.
Mid-match, too. So he finished that match. Tiene cojones, chamaco.
Yeah, and keep in mind, hey, all the adrenaline, all that shit going through your body, hey, that's what's going to keep you going. You know what I mean? But as soon as that shit goes, it's like a fucking car crash. Like, you're going to feel it. And unfortunately, hey, man, hope you have a speedy recovery. You had a hell of a match with Roman Reigns. You showed everybody what you can definitely do. And, hey, as a fan, we won't hate you if you come back. Like, it was
He's
good.
helped wrestling more than he's harmed it.
Yeah. So, hey, man, speedy recovery. We hope to see you soon in the ring. Somebody said for you to come back in Royal Rumble. Bro, they apparently don't fucking know math and don't know how ACLs, MCLs, and all that stuff works, because usually that puts you out 6 to 9 months. So
I can guarantee they don't like sports. They've never played sports.
correct.
So
Royal Rumble is 2 months from now, bro. Like,
exactly.
that,
Even for
Logan
Cody,
Paul is
it's
not
hard.
Superman. Yeah.
Even
Logan
Cody,
Paul,
and that was like what, like 6 months ago. So,
yeah, he's still not back.
exactly.
So yeah, man. But anyways, that was it, man. That was I know it took a while, but hey, the main event was the one that took the most. Yeah, yes. Definitely. Go ahead, bro. Take it away.
All right. So as always, just remember to like, subscribe, comment, especially comment. We haven't received that many comments from you guys. Just let us know what you want. So anyways, this was Javi. That was JJ for Sample Pod. Peace.
Puerto Rico.